But wait, we've all sucked the balls of Skyrim. In those days, Skyrim was the only game that existed. At least in my world it was. The dragons, the magic, running the same dungeon over and over, and oh yeah, this. And you know that motherfucker didn't save.
No, God!
Skyrim was a great game, and after modding the ever-living piss out of it, it was time for something new. Where would I look?
Here. Feel. Think.
To get to where we're going, we must go back to where it all began. I am Van Raven, and this is my journey to Final Fantasy XIV.
Hey guys, it's Per here trying out the HD Experience Zelda-like demo with the Wii U controller. So you can see I've got the controller here, the system is behind me, and you're seeing Zelda running in 1080p on the Wii U. It's looking pretty nice, and to prove that this is not just running off a video feed, you can switch the day-night level here on the.
We're very excited about Final Fantasy XIII, but Square Enix isn't stopping there. They're also hard at work on the title that comes after, and I'm proud to introduce and show the first footage anywhere of Final Fantasy XIV. And PlayStation 3 will be the only console to be able to play Final Fantasy XIV on.
It's amazing how both of these games almost had the same exact fate, but we'll come back to that in a second. Now understand, these two clips are 1 year apart at E3, but the point I'm trying to make is still the same. Gaming at this time was mediocre at best, with the expensive price point of the PS3, not to mention there was hardly any RPGs at this time. To be honest, E3 had more disappointments than anything. But thankfully, Zelda Wii U becoming the infamous Breath of the Wild, and later its sequel, Tears of the Kingdom. Final Fantasy XIV becoming the critically acclaimed Realm Reborn with its most recent expansion, Endwalker. And just so you know, if you like FF14 or Zelda, or both, go check out my Twitch and Kick channel. Kick is very new, and it is competing with Twitch. It's actually starting to get kinda awesome. You should go over there and show them some love. It's Van Raven 777 on both platforms. I stream almost daily. Oh, and make sure you go join the Van Family Discord. I'll put the link in the description. I am Leonardo Van Raven on Exodus server. Okay, so do you remember those flyers you used to get from Walmart that had video games and shit in them? Or the Gamer magazine from Best Buy? I think I had that subscription for like a year or two. I used to have all the coupons and shit in it. God, nostalgia's a bitch. Skyrim was everywhere, even Angry Joe wasn't angry.
Oh my god, guys, this game is fucking amazing! You buy now, yes? You buy now, yes? This is how I play Skyrim. I sit on my couch, I get my controller, I get my headset, me and a bunch of friends will get in an Xbox Live party and we'll just tell each other about all the damn cool shit that we find.
I mean, how could you not be excited? Everybody was excited. Angry Joe was excited. I could French kiss Todd. I mean, hell, the only games I was playing at the time was Dragon Age 2 and White Knight Chronicles 2.
Planet to tremble!
The continent became infested with the taint.
I'll let that sink in for a moment.
With the taint.
It only gets worse from here.
I'm sorry, I had to put this in here. This is one of the worst games ever made. Two Worlds 2, I highly do not recommend it. Well, this is it. Is it still as great as I remember? We'll find out. This is taking a long ass time. Like, what the fuck? Now watch this shit. I haven't played this shit in a long fucking time, so I don't know what the fuck I'm... Did I just die? Oh yes, not even 5 minutes in and I'm already dead. Now, this next piece, watch as I enter this room here. Watch this first part. It falls over like a stick, like whoop! Like, what the fuck was that, Todd? What was that? Tell me, huh? What are you gonna blame it on? Fallout this time? Now watch this next part. Watch the combat system. It's even better than I remember. Wow. That was no doubt like 30 swings. And not only that, did you notice like the noises after he was already dead? Like I was still cutting flesh? Like I don't understand. What the fuck, Todd? Really? I know I'm giving this game a lot of shit. And honestly, I love this game so much. You have no idea. Like, do I have a tattoo of it? Oh my god, I had to think about it. Now, I know this is starting to sound like a Skyrim review, but it is going to be very important later on to the retrospective of Final Fantasy XIV. But I do love this game, and my thoughts are still the same. The music, everything. The same thing 14 does for me in a way. So, it is important. Now, let's move on. With Skyrim dead and gone, the witch hunt began for a new video game. And what did I find? It wasn't Final Fantasy XIV. Oh no. I will admit, it's pretty badass. And I had to put it in the review. I couldn't leave it out. I'm sorry. There's another game.
Don't you feel it? The very air dances around us. The long night is come.
But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Definitely one of my favorite games of all time. Maybe I should do that as a review, actually. Thoughts down below. And the sequel, now being in production, the hype has literally recharged everyone all over again. Anyway, it is time to begin what you're all here to see. Final Fantasy XIV. props to Square Enix for the amazing cutscenes. But as you can see, I was super excited to find out about this game, especially after Skyrim, and I was super dry on what was happening. After doing some digging, I found out that the game actually shut off in like November of 2012, and a new version of the game was in production. And if I'm correct, I'm pretty sure at this time, being 2013, that it was in beta at that time, I'm pretty sure. But we'll get back to Realm Reborn here in a second. At first I'm thinking, well, what the fuck happened to this game? Well, I never thought you would ask. Well, sit back, because historian Van Raven is going to take you through a little bit of history. Okay, so when this game originally was going to come out, it was going to be on the PS3, which was the most current generation console at the time, and of course it was also going to be on PC, because everything goes on PC. So, but as time went on, they used the Final Fantasy 13 engine, which was Crystal Tools, and it was so bad that they couldn't even run, like it couldn't even run on the PS3. So they ended up scratching the PS3, and then it never came out on PS3, and it was only available for PC, but it ran so bad on the PC that it would literally just make it engulf in flames and basically fry your shit. Yeah, and I guess the combat system was just straight trash, so they ended up changing it like 3 times before the game was even released, so it was just an absolute disaster. I mean, look how slow he is on every action. By the way, I don't have any way of getting real footage of this because the game is no longer active, and I don't feel like spending 10,000 years on the 7th Umbra launcher to make it work. So I will credit everyone in this video. Yeah, so flash forward. So when this game was shutting off, they had a 2-week thing before it went down, and it was a pretty big event. It was free for anyone else that came into the game. It was a huge deal. So I have a video that's perfect to show you just kind of what happened on those final moments.
Oh god, I can't even imagine what's gonna happen. Wow, oh my god, you guys should really get out here and see this. They're everywhere.
Where are you?
Come right outside of Ulda.
The Great Gubu Wall is what they called that. I would have done anything to be one of them players that got to stand in line on those final moments. But for a lot of people in the West, you couldn't even log in. I didn't even own the game, so it didn't fucking matter. So for Viceroy and all of them to be able to log in and be able to see this, thank you for getting this on footage. And now it is preserved forever. Thank you. If you would like to learn more history on Final Fantasy XIV, I highly recommend going over to the Speakers Network. I will put the link in the description below. I love Luke Hill and the rest of the guys. I've been watching them since the beginning. He has a really good retrospective on what exactly happened with this game. So I highly recommend, like I said, go over there and check them out.
Eorzea was destroyed by a force of unimaginable power raining from the sky. In the face of adversity, we are the chosen, saved by the warriors of light. It is the dawn of a new age. We must become the lifeblood of Eorzea. We must take back this land with might and with magic. Now go forth. Conquer. Rule. Take your place.
Well, it looks like we're running out of time. On the next episode, I'll be showing you my first impressions on how it was when I first played Final Fantasy XIV. Hey, thanks for making it to the end of the video. This is my first video that I've ever done, a review that I've ever done. So as you can see, I'm pretty new at it. So If you like what you saw, go give me a like or a favor or subscribe, you know, all that fun shit. Tell your friends, or if it sucks, fucking tell me in the comments. I want to know. I'm sure it sucks. I hope it gets better, but I'll be putting up more of these if you guys like. I'll have my Twitch and on Kick as Van Raven 777, and I'm also Leonardo Van Raven on the Exodus server for Final Fantasy 14. So I really hope you enjoyed it, and take care.